Hi guys, this is iCoverSkin, and today we're gonna review the new iPad mini. So this is an iPad mini white. We're gonna open and compare with the iPad 2. We just basically gonna do a comparison on size and dimensions of the iPad. Okay, so first let's open our new iPad. Let's unwrap it. This is the iPad mini 16 gigs. Okay, so what we have in the box is the iPad mini white, and we just have the basically stuff like this is, let's see what we have here. We have like a small guide and always two stickers. We have the charge adapter and the lightning cable. Let's see, we don't have anything else. No, this is what we have here. Okay, so this is the box. So now let's see the iPad mini. Okay, so as I said, we're gonna compare in regard to the size. This is the front and this is the back. So let's bring our old friend, the iPad 2. This iPad 2 is covered with one of our skins. This is the red carbon fiber. You see the texture. So it protects the iPad against any like scratch or damage on the back. And you have the front part from iCoverSkin. Okay, let's see. So let's see the height. If you compare the height of the screen and the iPad, it's almost quite the same. You have like 1/3, probably, or 1/4 less tall, the iPad mini, than the iPad 2. Let's have it in dimension with the iPad. You see it's probably around 25% less on the height and probably 30% or so in the width of your new iPad. Remember, this iPad, the screen does not lose any quality in regard to the iPad mini. So what it means is the same size of your iPad 2, it fits on this iPad mini, so you're not losing any size on it. This is what Apple says. Okay, so let's go to the back. Okay, it's quite the same. Now the logo, it's making aluminum. Remember, this logo, it's like in plastic and black plastic, but this one, it's like they just make like engraved on the logo, the Apple logo, so you don't have any, probably it's like shiny, and the case is like, open it, you see, it's probably like the iPhone 5. It's most likely like the iPhone 5. It's like aluminum, but this is like a brushed aluminum, like matte. And the Apple is like shiny. I don't know if you can see it from the camera. Probably you see it now with the lighting. And the iPad description is also like shiny on the iPad. Okay, you have a camera. Of course, this camera is bigger than the iPad 2, probably the same size of the iPad 3. In regard to the size of the iPad, you have the same controls, volume buttons, mute button. So they're basically smaller, of course, because this is the iPad mini. It's smaller than the regulars, but now they're coming like in aluminum material. Before it was like a plastic or like something like that. It's like a plastic part. So you have here your mic, you have your headphones jack, you have the power button, and then on the front you have the camera, as well as on the iPad 2. You have the camera. A sensor is going to be on the side, and the iPad 2 was on the top. You have the button on the bottom for the iPad mini. As you can see now, the iPad mini, the screen has a wider borders. I'm sorry, a more small borders. If you see, the other was like a regular square. You see, it's the same proportion on the iPad 2 and iPad 3, but now it's wider on the top and on the bottom, but it's thinner on the sides. So this is probably one of the difference now. Basically, it's the weight it's quite of, this is difference, yeah, probably like a half of the weight. So let's see, it's almost like you can fit 2 iPad mini in a regular iPad 2. You can see there, you can fit almost 2 iPad mini in a regular iPad. So this is much about it. Now the sides, it's thinner. You see, probably it's quite the same as the iPhone 5. I'm sure, but it's probably quite the same. But you see, before you have like an angle here, a better angle on the iPad 2, but now they removed the angle. They have more curvature here, and now they have this like this trim here, just to give you like a different look. It's like going again as an iPhone 5 perspective. Okay, so now on the bottom we have this is the speaker for the iPad 2 and 3, and this is the power adapter. Now they have 2 speakers, so probably you're gonna have a better sound. It's gonna be more balanced than the iPad 2 and iPad 3. And the adapter is smaller, of course. Now they're using the Lightning charger, which is quite like, I guess it's like 60 or 70% small than the regular adapter. So, well, this is the iPad mini compared to the iPad 2 or iPad 3, which is quite of the same. So we are just seeing the difference. Again, for more information, you can visit iCoverSkin.com.